Uber's Greyball program, how they secretly spied on regulators. Picture this. You're a government inspector, phone in hand, trying to catch Uber breaking the law. You order a ride, but something's wrong. Fake cars appear on your screen. No driver ever shows up. You've just been greyballed. This wasn't a glitch. This was a secret weapon Uber built to spy on regulators and dodge the law. And trust me, what you're about to hear makes it sound more like a spy thriller than a taxi app. Uber began in 2009 as a small startup in San Francisco. The idea was revolutionary. Order a ride through your phone. Within just a few years, Uber was valued at over $50 billion. But there was one problem. In city after city, Uber was technically illegal. Regulators saw it as an unlicensed taxi service. Taxi unions hated it. Police tried sting operations to catch illegal drivers. Uber had two choices: play by the rules or find a way around them. And Uber chose the second option. Uber's engineers created a program called Greyball. Publicly, they said it was to prevent fraud and protect drivers. But inside Uber, Greyball became something much darker. The software analyzed mountains of data. Credit card info, is it linked to a government account? Social media profiles, does this person work for City Hall? Locations, do they open the app near police stations or regulator offices? If Uber flagged you as a regulator, your app was placed in a fake world. You'd see phantom cars circling the map. You could request rides all day, none would come. Uber wasn't just avoiding the law, it was actively fooling the law.
Government officials say the Justice Department is looking at how Uber elbowed its way into Portland 2.5 years ago using special software to evade local regulators. Called Greyball, it would identify city employees based on their location and even credit cards to steer clear of them. Here's how it worked. A city inspector who launched the app to hail an Uber X car would get an altered display showing no cars available or the ride would be canceled.
We're not happy about it here in Portland, and I know other communities around the country and around the world feel the same.
Uber admits that it used the software that way for 2 weeks in late 2014, but insists it doesn't do it anymore. But the federal investigation is the latest headache for Uber and its hard-charging founder and CEO, Travis Kalanick. He recently brought in former Attorney General Eric Holder to investigate complaints of sexual harassment. Kalanick was caught on video berating an Uber driver who complained about wages.
You dropped the prices on black. Yes, you did.
And now Uber faces a lawsuit from Google claiming it stole trade secrets of self-driving cars.
Greyball went beyond fake cars. Uber used truly creepy tactics. They tracked regulators buying cheap phones at Walmart. They spotted users repeatedly opening the app in government districts. Uber employees even physically spied on regulators, watching them from coffee shops to see if they were setting up stings. One Uber manager bragged that Greyball let them operate illegally and expand faster than the law could stop them. That's straight-up spy agency behavior. Let me ask you, was this just Uber being innovative? Or was it straight-up corporate crime? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm curious how you see it. For years, Greyball worked. Regulators were frustrated and confused. But in 2017, the New York Times exposed the secret. Suddenly, the whole world knew Uber had been running a high-tech surveillance program. Governments were furious. Lawmakers accused Uber of deliberately obstructing justice. The public was shocked. And Uber, they scrambled to do damage control, promising to shut Greyball down immediately. But here's the thing. By the time it was exposed, Uber had already expanded into hundreds of cities. Greyball had already done its job. Greyball was just one piece of Uber's win-at-all-costs culture. Around the same time, Uber faced massive sexual harassment scandals inside the company, accusations of stealing self-driving car secrets from Google, a CEO, Travis Kalanick, who literally told employees to ignore the rules and focus only on growth. Greyball wasn't an accident. It was the perfect symbol of Uber's mindset. Dominate first, apologize later. If you found out a company's app was secretly spying on you like this, would you still use it? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. Greyball raises a chilling question. If Uber could secretly manipulate what regulators saw, what's stopping other apps from doing the same to us? Think about it. Every time you open an app, you give away your data, location, habits, spending patterns. With the wrong software, that data can be weaponized. Greyball wasn't just about ride-sharing, it was a warning about how powerful tech companies have become. And here's the bonus I promised. Greyball wasn't Uber's only secret tool. They also created something called Hell. While Greyball targeted regulators, Hell targeted Uber's rival, Lyft. Uber secretly tracked Lyft drivers, figured out who was loyal, and then tried to lure them away with cash. They even identified drivers who worked for both Uber and Lyft and punished them with fewer rides. So on one side, Uber was spying on regulators. On the other side, they were sabotaging their competition. It was corporate warfare on two fronts. So Uber's Greyball wasn't just a clever trick. It was a high-tech cover-up that helped Uber grow into a global giant. Do you think Uber has truly changed, or do you think tech companies are still running secret programs we don't know about? Comment your thoughts below. I'll be reading. And hey, if you found this story insane, make sure to smash that like button, share this with a friend who still uses Uber, and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next dark history story.